they create the equal life. But unfortunately, they have to create two new classes that we call the old people and the new people. New class among us that were sent and were evacuated from city to the countryside. That's the new class. But how about the old class that we call the base people? Among people who work and cooperate with the Khmeros, the time before the 17th April 1975. But we, among the people, were evacuated from after 1975, that we call the new people and the old people. So you see the state in the society, we have two people have anger each other. The old people have think that we are the one from the city to get the food from there that they have built from long time in the Civil War. Then we have nothing to do with that. But they send us to this. We have nothing to do with it. Base people live in the liberate area and then they have right to vote. But we are the new people, we have no right to do that. This concerns to the nightmare that we have in that time. If we're talking about the marriage, we have no right to marry with the old people, with the base people. We have to waiting for the mass marriage that UNCA support, that UNCA organize for us. So we don't have to have the socializing with our family. We don't have the parent concentrate with this marriage of us. This country. Mobile people, children unit, youth unit, adult unit were forced out of the family, like I mentioned before. This no unit, united family, no question. If we have question about this, we have to stand to kill. Then we say that we have to work whatever that UNCA sent us to do and asked us to do. We have to do the hard work, the difficult task, ditch canal, ditch the reservoir, build dike, clear land, plant harvest right, and work over 12 hours a day. No question. Purge and massacre. UNCA means the Khmeros always search for enemy. They fear the enemy everywhere. The enemy among other people. The enemy among our family. The enemy among our people who was evacuated from the city. They think that the enemy always located there. That's why from day to day, from night to night, we always work with this kind of really the suspect. We are the suspect. We suspect as accused as the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, and then KGB, Soviet Secret Police, and then we are Vietnam. So all these three that we accuse, they accuse us. Then, if we have something wrong with that kind of follow this stuff of working, we have to fall in that suspect, this concept. So people were sent to kill. We only say that we cannot change our life, even that we know our past. But nowadays, we still think about the nightmare that happened to us. This concentrate to our memory. I myself, among 24 members, was sent to kill him. I am one of 4 back to the hometown after 7 January 1929. This is my short message for you. Actually, we have more than that, but unfortunately, we have no time to that. Thank you.
Thank you. I think because the time is short, please make about less than 5 minutes.
And just a small voice. So, talking about education in Pol Pot, at that time, no school in general, no formal schools. We have only primary school grade 1, grade 2, and grade 3 maximum in my province. So I passed it. So all children were sent to study under trees or under house, people's house. So teachers were selected from whole family who could write a little bit and read a little bit and just plus and minus simple mathematics. And so we study only 1 or 2 hours per day, 2 or 3 days per week, and several weeks per year. The rest of our times we work in the farm. we collect the waste of cows from water buffalo and from human to make fertilizer for farming. And we were taught to sing a nationalist song. I mean the song in terms of for brainwash to become the pure communist for next generation. So even parents or brothers or sisters, if they're against organization we call Onka, they have become enemy. So even in our family, so we were boys, small boys, so we don't listen to parents, we listen only to Onka, obey Onka, and believe only Onka, Onka being organization. So some boys could kill their parents because they believe Onka and their parents become enemy. This is very, very sad. For my village, we call all small kids, we call it's a pineapple eyes. They use pineapple fruit, they got eyes around it, so they can see whatever you're doing. So we call pineapple eyes. And even wolf have ear to listen to you at night. So this is just a brief story about education in Cambodia during 3 years. So no university, no secondary, just primary school from grade 1 and 2 until grade 3. I myself studied from grade 1 until grade 3. 3 years study every year. I could read and could write Khmer Cambodian alphabet. That's it. Call ABC. That's it. So during 3 years period during my education. Thank you very much.
One question, curiosity. Some of the children, they told their story.
Seems like we got court case, Khmer tribunal. So they got some people come up and talk about their own story on radio, and
they killed their parents.
Yes, very sad. Because they said they know nothing about, at that time, just listen to organization, listen to Onka.
Must be incredibly profoundly traumatizing for them having killed their own parents.
Either they do directly or indirectly by reporting wrong information to the organization, like the parents should not have hidden provision for the food, so they report it. When they report it, they kill their parents.
So
that's indirect.
One more question, or 2 or 3 questions. One, of course, we all heard about Pol Pot and the Ansari and the big ones, and many of them already died. But there are many others, like senior and middle ranking officers in the Khmer Rouge. What happened to them? Are they around, free?
Yes.
The military.
Or military or civilian party leaders? Because the party has like not only the top 6 or top 10, but they have hundreds more. No? They are around.
I can't.
So, second question is, you as victims, what do you feel about them? What is your, do you want to see them in jail? You hate them? You're angry? You want to see them dead? What do you feel?
For my idea, it seems like at that time it was boys, and seems like people, they obey from one ranking to another. So example, if you don't do this way, and they were killed as well. So to different level, and so the reason why we got the international court here, and so we will find out more details in international tribunal. So, okay,
do we agree with the international tribunal? You support it?
Yes, strong support. It's a lesson learned for our generation. happened in Cambodia, the same Pol Pot ordered to move the family from the city town to the rural areas. After they go to the rural areas, in the jungles especially, Pol Pot team had to manage and arrange children had to go to their groups, boy units and girl units. Young, that means female young men go to their community, and female young men go to their community. Mother, they have to their community, and father, they have to go to their community in the whole country, especially the youth. The youth is the third target to get killed. After the first target is police officer, military officer, soldiers, all the rank from the top until the bottom. And the second target to get killed, government official like the teacher, doctor, and the third target to get killed is the youth. The youth, for the first year, they try to get to know who is work for the government, who is the student. Like my area, northern parts of Cambodia, different from Mr. Kirana. They invited intelligent the student to teach, but no. After that, we teach the children this primary level, secondary level, and then those of them very happy. And then after you get enrolled, you have to go back to your home. But in fact, it is the way that collect the people to get killed in tours like museum. Tens, thousands of people get killed because of these cheering people in order to suppress the youth and to stop them against the Pol Pot regime. They send the youth to dig a huge dams and then canal. They work very, very hard, no food, so some of youth, they run away, get killed. Some youth, because of starvation, they still get killed. Some youth, they miss their family. Secondly, visiting their family, get killed. Some of youth, they complain, why you treat us badly, get killed. So if some of youth, they got very, very sick, and they accuse that you come from the highest position class in the city, often get killed. And some youth complain a lot, and and they visit sick because of no medicine to cure them. Many times, 1, 2, 3 times, and kill them. So every day we heard of crying for her, crying for justice. But very quiet. Died. In 1996, my father, Lieutenant Colonel Billy Foreign, got killed. 1976, my younger sister died because of starvation. 1978, my mother was killed because they accused of her of CIA person. So this event, the experience happened everywhere in Cambodia. In the case, I really support, the Khmer tribunal supported by UN. So I really want them to get jailed because of the Cambodian constitution. It's not allowed to execute anyone. So we really want them to get in the prison for life imprisonment. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, I'd like to invite you to try Cambodian tropical fruits and also some Cambodian snack. Please enjoy.
Well, comment, because sometimes words are not necessary, are never enough. I understand, because what you say sometimes is similar to what people in my own country went through for 24 years. And as I said today in my speech, during the occupation, I myself lost 3 brothers, 1 sister. The sister was killed. We found her body because the people in the village, very far away, they saw her killed and they buried her. And they kept eye on her grave for the following 20 years. In 2003, we exhumed and reburied in the city. And but then, 1 brother, he died in the city, in the hospital, so that was okay. But 2 others, still till today, 20 years later, we don't know where they were killed. And so that, even happened with my own family. So you can imagine the less known people. In your case is a special, particular case in Cambodia. Ours, I have always opposed a tribunal. Why I oppose an international tribunal? Because majority of the crimes are committed by the Indonesian army. Who is going to impose a tribunal on Indonesia? Indonesia is was 10 years ago, very fragile and very proud country. They will never accept an international tribunal. And if an international tribunal were imposed anyway by Security Council, it would be empty because no president in Indonesia would ever agree to surrender anyone to the international tribunal. And we will set in motion also forces in Indonesia, not only Muslims but also secular groups, nationalist groups, all would be so angry with us. So it would be very difficult for our relation to normalize relations with Indonesia. So that's one reason why I oppose an international tribunal, because it will make it much more difficult for us to recover. And there are many East Timorese who collaborated and with the Indonesian occupation. So who we are going to start trying? Select a few as an example? Is that justice? Because if you want to try, then try everybody from A to Z, not a select a few. Because when you say, well, we can only, for practical reasons, because that's what sometimes international tribunals they say, for practical reasons, they try only a few. Well, that's already sound politics. That's already a political decision. And in our case, I also thought, yes, okay, we try Indonesia. But why only Indonesia? Why not the United States? They're the one who provide the weapons to the regime. So I say, in our case, not in the case of Cambodia, I don't talk about any other, because each situation is different. Each people in your own country are the ones who decide what is the best. In our case, our people, the common people, understand very well the reasons of state why we do it. And each of those who are guilty, they are the ones who will be forever haunted by the crime they committed. And not me, not the innocent ones. Those who committed a crime, the victim, the soul of the victim, the blood of the victim, will always haunt them in their dreams, in their sleep, in their lives. And so that has been my philosophy. So, and the common people understand. I was elected direct by the people with 70% of the vote, even though they knew my position. And I'm very blunt. I tell people not what they want to hear, but what I feel. I tell them, do you want the international tribunal? Find another president. I will not do it. For this reason. When I was foreign minister, I said the same. Do you want an international tribunal? find another foreign minister. And still I was elected. Last year, the International Republic Institute did a survey in the country. My popularity rating was 83%, the highest in the country. Even though
In the world.
probably higher in the world, and even though they know what because I don't play politics, I say what I feel the best for the country, because they all know where I stand. So, but I said that's in each country, you know. In Cambodia you have a different situation. Maybe what you are demanding is the best for the country, like it was in Germany after World War II, in Japan after World War II, but not in South Africa. In South Africa, they say no to trials. I met with Mandela many times. When he first left prison, met with him sitting in his own bedroom in Johannesburg. One day he called me. I was waiting to see him, and he just came out of hospital because he had a knee operation. And he said, well, I called you to come here because I didn't want you to wait until I get better. And so he was in bed, you know, and we were chatting, and he said, well, in the case of South Africa, after decades of apartheid, of crime, there should be either a tribunal in South Africa or an international one, but it will never end the trials. So they did the Truth and Reconciliation Commission to tell the truth, to apologize. So that's what we decided to do in Timor. We do two mechanisms, a National Truth Commission and a bilateral one with Indonesia. The first time ever, two countries in conflict did a bilateral truth commission. Five commissioners appointed by the Indonesian president, 5 commissioners appointed by us, by myself. At the time was the President Shanana, with me as a foreign minister at the time. And when I became president, endorsed it. And they just finished their work with a very strict mandate to find the truth of the events in one single year, 1999. And in the end,